Whoa, it's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. I'm out here in the garden, man. I drank some of that paraplegic brand coffee, got all fired up, and I was just thinking about that wanting to rebel vibe, right? That like just wanting to push back against the status quo and the insanity and the war machine and the politicians and just all the bullshit out there, right? And I posted this picture of me holding up a bunch of radishes, dude. And I put that Tool song, the anemia on it, right? Flush it all away, right? And I was looking at that picture of me holding the radishes, and I was like, that is the rebellion, dude. That's the gnarliest form of rebellion there is on spaceship Earth, is growing your own food, man. Growing your own food, dude, is the utmost form of rebellion here. So I'm here, I'm picking some radishes with you, dude. And I'm gonna rebel. I'm rebelling against the military-industrial complex, the corporations, the status quo, the gatekeepers. There's no reason. Don't waste your energy go protesting in the street. Don't waste your energy doing that. Look at that. Look at that radish right there. Look at that Easter egg radish. I planted a seed 6 weeks ago. It was so good. So delicious. So on fire. I come from that old mentality of that rebellion is somehow the sound of smashing glass or throwing sand into the gears of the machine, or I don't know. It's just a very tactile and visceral act. And then I realized, like, there's no greater form of rebellion than growing your own food, man. Growing your own food that you planted in a seed. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those greens right there. Rinsing those off. Just getting there was once soil, now it's once dirt here, now it's soil. Why would you go key someone's car? Why would you go key someone's car to push back against the system? Talk about like ridiculousness. If we want to push back against the system, this is it. Growing your own food, educating your own child, trying to live by a set of principles to your very best ability in spite of yourself. I've been watching these Instagram clips of this guy who walked down from Canada, who doesn't want to own anything, who's like swimming in the LA River, doing a bunch of weird stuff like that, talking about, being of service and not having any impact on the world. And I think about it and I'm like, that might work for him, but for me, look at that one. It's a different kind of radish, dude. It's a totally different one. This one's spicier, dude. Look at that, dude. I put that seed in the ground myself. Watered it, nurtured it. Oh, it's spicy, dude. Oh, that was a spicy one. I think about the sound of smashing glass as like a weird, I don't know, like just some weird sound. And then I hear the sound of crunching radishes in my head. And it gets me fired up. It lets me know I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm trying to go about it completely different. You see, when you know you have the ability to destroy, like for real, the ability to destroy, why use that power? Everyone has the ability to destroy. That is the status quo. The status quo is destruction. The hard part is learning how to grow your own food, right? Last year I was made the video this time of year where my radishes had gotten decimated by the critters. And look at me now. Look at the abundance of radishes right here. Look at all those. They're so good. I'm gonna eat another Easter egg radish. Look at that one. Wow. They're right there, man. I'm gonna pickle them. I think I got enough to like start pickling them and I get some people to eat them, dude. That's the rebellion, dude. Growing food. I think today, right now, it's Saturday. I think there's like protests all over the country against Orange Man and Elon Musk and deportations and don't those people all realize that they're the reason the Orange Man and all these neo-authoritarians are in there? If they'd been busy growing their own food during the Biden years, if the left had done what the left was supposed to do and go grow their own food and sustain their own footprint and actually live by the ethics of do no harm and reduce your environmental impact. This is all organic. All of this was dirt here. 2 years ago, this was dirt. I took the byproducts of those cows out there and my chickens and my compost and I mixed it with the dirt. And now I have soil. That's what I did for the last 2 years. That's what I did with the panic of sleepy Joe Biden and the woke Democrats. I didn't go march on Washington. I didn't go do anything except get myself away from it and actually start to apply myself as a true freedom fighter, a freedom farmer, to what this is. You want to push back against the system, man. Take responsibility for yourself. Really, seriously, take responsibility for yourself. Stop buying their booze. I mean, right there, I don't know, man. You gotta make a decision, dude. Under those woke lefty people panicking about Orange Man and Elon Musk and the fascists, grow your own food. To all those people panicking about the communists are gonna take over and this, grow your own food. It's all about growing all your own food. Yeah, you don't want to end up like the kulaks, that's for sure. But then again, most people don't even know who the kulaks are. They're fighting this modern day psychological warfare and they don't even know what they're fighting about, man. I would just put one emperor to the next, man. One dumb dude in a suit after the next dumb dude in a suit, man. And think you're rebelling, dude. I'll tell you what, man. It's spring in North America. It is springtime in North America. It is time to get your seeds in the crops. You can get all your root vegetables in now. You can get all your last frost crops in right now, man. Right now. That's what you should be doing with your time instead of instead of hoping that the orange man can save you, or the orange man's going to deport you or take you away, or bring in some authoritarian dictatorship or whatever it is, none of that's going to happen. The whole game of the system is to get you not to apply yourself. And I got it. Not everybody has my phone ran out of storage. I had to delete some of my videos. If you want to rebel, you want to fight back against a corrupt system, I don't care whether you're right wing or left wing or middle of the road or not any of that. If you want to rebel, if you want to be punk rock, man, take responsibility for yourself, dude. For real, man. Take responsibility for yourself. And when you take responsibility for yourself, and when you stop looking for someone else to solve your problem or someone else to blame for your problem, you'll realize how gnarly it is to take responsibility for yourself. And you might understand why it is you're so angry or so sad or so pathetic or so on the couch or doing whatever you're doing, because it's hard to take responsibility for yourself. That's why it is punk rock. That's why it is DIY. It's all about you taking responsibility for. But I don't come in and do this all at once. I come in and chip away at this. This is a product of every day I add something new to the garden. Every day I come in and add a little bit more, dude. Sort of make another bed. Not huge beds. I've been working on this one right here, sifting out all the rocks for my root vegetables, making the soil all light and fluffy and rad. Look at all that stuff that was in there, dude. And then I have the nice good sized ones. Dude, I don't do all this at once. This pile I come in and do a little every day, dude. Every day, move around. Look at all my lettuces. Look at all my wild lettuces going, dude. And strawberries from last year. It's doable. And you don't need a lot of space, man. And again, once you begin to take responsibility for yourself, listen, on the practicality of it all, if you're not going to take responsibility for yourself, the whole idea of growing your own food is almost moot. It's all about taking responsibility for yourself and then asking yourself, well, what is it that I can immediately take responsibility for? And the number one thing that you can take responsibility for is your word, honesty, integrity to yourself, not even to the next person in line in this reality. Honesty with yourself, integrity with yourself. And then you know what you can do? You can stop being so angry. Stop taking it out on other people. Stop looking to these systems to answer these questions. These systems can't answer these questions because these systems are flawed. They're totally flawed because of why? Because the systems need to be full of people that have taken responsibility for themselves. That's sort of the duality of the situation. If you let the system be run by people who are assholes, you get this brutal system, and it doesn't matter which group of assholes are in charge. It's still just a shitty, broken empire system. You need to take responsibility for yourself, and then you would realize how important it is to go seize the system back, not with anger, not with frustration, but with slow incremental seed planting, with staggering out your crops. Dude, I've gotten so much. Dude, look at me this year compared to last year. And then look at me the year before. I've documented this all on my YouTube channel. My journey, dude. Like, I'm figuring out how to be productive by taking responsibility for myself, man. And it's hard. It's super hard. So yeah, the ultimate form of rebellion is to go over here, walk right over here, and pull this radish right out of the ground. Where's a good one? Pull this radish right here, right out of the ground. This radish right here out of the ground, covered with the soil that I created out of dirt over the course of a couple years. And you take that radish and you go, fuck the system. Fuck the war machine. Fuck them. I take responsibility for myself. One seed at a time. That doesn't mean I'm not dependent upon the system for all sorts of things. This netting, I can't make that. These bendy poles, I can't make that. But every time I eat this food that I grew myself and nourished myself with the molecules, it's all about molecular energy exchange. This is freedom, baby. I keep going on and on, but I'll cut this video right now. Like, subscribe. You can put some of that interest-bearing currency in the PayPal link down below, or you can buy some t-shirts that I'll home make for you in my garage. Or you can buy some art that's made with these fences here in the distance from locally milled pine that was grown up in these mountains somewhere and milled up in these mountains somewhere a long time ago. We're trying to do it here. I'm not gonna bullshit you and tell you it's easy. Fucking hard, man. Brutal. Combat. Life combat. The most powerful weapon you have is love and forgiveness, man. Anyway, it's the Illusion signing off. I'm pretty fired up. I'm gonna go dig a trench so I can put in some more of this fencing with this. Keep the critters out, dude. All right, I'm out.